guys have more fun?
I don't Well, I hope someone's having fun, because I'm sure my hairdresser won't be when she looks at this video. Ah! Hey, this is my post-Blondie wig do, and that's what you get. Hi, I'm Nancy Erickson Duckmer, Nancy on Scarlet Lake. Thank you for coming to my video. This one is about Blondie, Deborah Harriet's making of my portrait, my beaded portrait of Blondie. I'm going to show you from the start how I paint her. Actually, I'm starting how I get her onto the fabric, and then I paint her, and then I start beading all of her delicious hair, and I'll take you all the way through it. The only thing I failed with is the ending. I didn't show you how I stapled her around the wooden frame, but you can figure that out. So here we go. Call me if you want a beaded portrait. The back is just going to be the muslin that I bead on through this part. And then the other one is going to be her face painted, but I'm going to eventually cut out her face. And so I'll put a whole other piece of fabric on top of here. Oh, I guess this is a two-sided. It has ridges on this side and this side. Isn't that fancy? My husband is practicing his choir, so that's the music. And I'm going to paint this wall tomorrow, so everything's getting empty. Shocking. And there's my dog just stressing about the whole thing. Okay, now I'm going to pin this loosely on. I'll be right back. Okay, pin loosely on the back. I'm going to flip it over. And since this isn't the greatest piece of muslin, you can see a line here. This is a fold, and then a really strong line here. So I'm going to paint her face right in the middle, and I'm sure I can pull this fold enough when I stretch her to get rid of it. So I just loosely pinned it on the frame because now I'm going to get my projector out. And yes, some people might think it's cheating, but other people think, no, a lot of artists use a projector. This is the portrait I'm going to paint. But I chose to put this on here because you could see her eye color and a little bit, her nose a little bit better. Once you get the projector on, everything's kind of fuzzy and blurry. Okay, so now I'm in my laundry room. This is my camera. I've got Debbie underneath and projected against my refrigerator. Not that you need to see my refrigerator. Onto the cloth canvas. This is the darkest room in my house. I have lots of windows and I have no blinds to close the windows. Okay, so then I also have a book behind her and a board, so her whole thing doesn't sink in. And then I've got a flesh colored piece of chalk, and I just start marking out even though it's flesh. I'm doing her eyelashes. It's just needs something there. I'm going to turn on the light for 1 minute and see if the chalk is working. I'm feeling around behind me to find the light switch. I've got it. Oh yeah, see, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to continue in this fashion. Ooh, isn't that scary? Ooh, that's like Debbie from Beyond the Grave. Okay, I'm looking for the light switch. Found it. Okay, I'm going to continue in this fashion, and I'll show you what she looks like all drawn out. that's productive. My paint came out. I'm painting in rhythm with the music. Problem is, once my hand's here, you can't see. This paint is too old.
We found this rare audio clip of Blondie singing the original lyrics without the band. One way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you, gummy one day. Maybe next time, maybe this time. I'll get ya, I'll lose ya this time. Maybe next time, I'll just forget you. I bet you aren't even you, yeah. Oh, you don't wanna be you. Mamma me, you. I think I'll give you my slip. I'll be hanging around and you'll never be around. Going around. Someday, maybe this day, I'll keep searching. I'll keep looking. Then when time passes, I'll find my glasses and I'll see you one way or another. I'll meet your mother. We're gonna talk all about you, and then you'll meet my brother, and your mother will give back my slip. Hello. Now I am ready to put on the flesh. So I use a variety of fabric paints. I don't really have any favorites, but I like to mix them to make my own colors. And that is just about what I am going to do. I had this jaunty little song in the background here, but I got busted. They told me that my video wouldn't play in a certain city in Russia if I kept it in, period. Well, that just about broke my heart because I thought, well, maybe that certain city in Russia might be my ticket to stardom. Who knows? Someone might have seen it and went, what a fabulous artist. I must have that portrait of Blondie. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. So I'm just rambling on while you get to watch me paint because I really wanted my video to run everywhere. And that is the story of why this is just me chatting. But the song, you might know it. It goes something like na na la 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 la. I'm not going to sing too much because I don't want to not play in Russia. All right. Be quiet, Nancy. Just watch me paint, okay? Enjoy.
Hello. I did a lot of time lapse. Here's her face. It looks like some funky shadows, but once her hair is on, it'll all make sense. So I'm just gonna just like plot out hair with a big brush, because all of this hair is going to be beaded, all of this. So this isn't even going to show. I'm just doing it so I have an idea of where I want to put the hair. I'm using the lightest color first, just because I mixed it up. This one is a mixture of fabric paint and acrylic fabric medium. had to get into my mind for a moment to figure that out. I just like the color of it better, and I thought it made it a little looser so I could cover more ground. But like I said, you know, if you're gonna do something like I'm doing, if you're gonna completely cover this doesn't have to be the greatest in the entire world. All right, she's got some up here. I guess this kind of goes all the way over to here. This is a pretty wild hairdo for Blondie. She wasn't really, here, let me move it so you can see it. Her hair wasn't really that big, generally. But I liked her look and her pose, so that's why I chose that photo. I was just, while I was researching, it said she's 79 now. I can't believe it. If she's 79, how old am I? Oh my Lord. The 80s seem so long ago, don't they? Okay, well, this, she also had, let's see, a straight here. That's why this big chunk is left, because it's going to be hair. And there's going to be little strands going in here, but I'm not going to paint them all in, because then I have to use really thick beads to get it out. I'll just imagine some of them. A big chunk, a lunk. That goes into a different color. Put a little throw out here. Move over, please, Blondie. Thank you. Also, I'm going to be cutting this whole head off of this cotton and sewing her onto a different piece of fabric, which will be the fabric that she is going to stay on. Here, I'm going to throw in a little of this. Oh, I don't like that. Ooh, that's not the color I wanted. I'll throw a little more, because since I don't like it, I'll just put some more on. That was a bad idea. I don't think I have a good gold or a good yellow. I'll just put a little yellow over it. I know what I need. I don't know if this will work. Whoa. Wow. There she is. Now she's goldeny. That's kind of stupid. But it just shows me a little where the colors change. Okay, enough of that. I'll put a little more blonde here. Oh, now we got the yellow in there. Sure. This is really thick right there. So I'm starting to mumble. And now, different brush. Well, maybe. Just a sec. Work some of this dark hair, but I'm using a dark brown right now. Because I can go over it with black, but didn't know if I was going to really have the right placement of it all, so. Also have her shirt. Shoulder. There. I will be beading her shirt. This is black. Hers is black. I'm not sure if that's the color I'm going to be using. Let's see. This is very dark. There's some blonde in front of it. Some miscellaneous strands. And this goes all the way up. There's some out here. All right. Now I think I'll go over it with some black. There's also some wand streaks in here, but it's okay. So I'm leaving some of these parts white just because that's where more of the blonde will be. And some out here and a little up there. And this is very dark actually right up here, but that wouldn't be black. It would be just dark blonde. That's real close. There we go. That's blonde that comes over, and then this does here. There's like one or two. Okay, let me go back to this blonde. I put some of this that I didn't like right up here. This whole section. Blondie had such good bones, cheekbones, strong jaw. That needs to be some dark brown. Brown, not brown. Hey, I'm from Wisconsin. I can't help it. Actually, I'm not from Wisconsin. I'm from Illinois, but I always thought I was an Indian living in Wisconsin ever since I was a little girl when I'd play in the woods. Okay, Blondie, this goes all the way down. I got a big chunk. Right along her jaw. Okay. Now she looks like Andy Warhol. And some dark up here. And this is dark. And this is dark. I'm just doing this for myself, like I said. Just to have an idea of where I have to move things. Okay, now I'm going to color in her shirt with black. And it won't matter. If I decide not to use black, I'll just bead something else over it. I really like to have a solid color base under my beading, because if you're beading along, here's the wood. If you're beading along, I'm trying to get back there. I'm moving that so I can get rid of that wood, even though no one will see it anyway. If I'm beading in black and I come to a hole right here, you see a little hole right there, then I have to do a lot of extra work to cover that hole. I'm going to add a little water here. It makes it sort of watercolory. By the way, every time you saw me turn away on the time lapse and then come back, I was dipping my brush in water. Fabric paints work a lot like watercolors. I do not know how to watercolor. I'm going to move you, darling. But I do know that watercolors mix with water to make paint, and fabric paints will do the same. They will also extend out an area. I'll just dunk some water here, especially black. Black likes to like that. See, look how quick. Now I can just block all that in. It's sort of on the gray tone, but I'll go over this wooden frame. It's sort of on the gray tone, but it's like, doesn't really matter because I'm going to bead over it. If I was painting a portrait, I would be a little more conscious of my colors that I would work in. But especially black is the hardest color to get out of the brushes, so to be able to, my black is really stuck. To be able to mix it with water saves on some of my cleanup. All right, that is about all I'm doing on her. I do think, let's see if I want, well, because in real life, when I'm beading her, this hair got stuck on a line too. It's going to be out here. It's not going to be done like that. This comes down. And there's some more that come over here. Okay. And unless I walk away and come back in an hour and go, oh no, this is so sick and wrong. This is my portrait that I'm going to go with. So the next thing I will be doing is cutting her all off here and putting her on to another piece of fabric that I will use this frame for. I'll take all this off and wrap another piece of fabric on here, and then I will sew her to that and start the whole beading process. Let me show you one of her hair panels that I did when I was driving through Texas. I wasn't driving, don't worry. My husband was. So this is what I was making, just a panel. I'm sure I got it stuck there. So it'll be a panel like this on top of her. That's going to be her hair. I got 3.5 panels done, going from northern Wisconsin to central Texas and back again. That kind of gives you an idea of how long beading takes, perhaps. All right, she's a little thick here, but I don't think it's gonna show, especially from a distance. I don't know. She might look like she needs her jaw fixed up a little stronger, but that is going to also be wisps of hair. Okay, check it out. I'm trying out this one. I seem to be doing that.
of that as fast as I can possibly go. Okay, next step is to iron her. I fabric painted her. Then you use a hot, dry iron. You iron on your fabric paints. Not that she's going for a swim or anything, but I guess it's a good thing in case she ends up, I don't know, in a wet basement. Oh, poor Blondie, I don't know. Maybe someone would throw a beer at her.
Okay, I've done a lot of these. I'm going to just sort of lay them out as best as I can. I still have a few more to make. They're not going to be perfect. I'm going to have to fill in gaps between them as well. Not, like I said, I'm not exactly sure where all these go. I don't want to cover up the beads that I put on already. Not sure if that one goes there. This is her bangs. So that all has to get tucked under. That's a bang. This is going to be a bang. I don't think this one goes there. I think this one goes down here. And something like this. Something like this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. I think that goes there. Well, I did take a picture so I can research. Pretty sure this is this little square. Yeah. And then this one goes, oh no, somewhere right there. Okay, the bangs are in the wrong place. It all has to go up farther, I think. Isn't this fun? Okay, something like that. That sticks out, sort of. Yeah, this goes here. Here? No, not there. Doesn't go there either because I just cut a piece out for that. I'll figure it out. It's something around this direction. Maybe those bangs go. Wow. I'll look at my camera. Something like that. Okay. Ta-da! Then I know I just cut this piece out. So that goes here. And then there was going to be another little piece here. And then, oh, this is all too high. Then all of her black hair is going to come here. And then this. And I know it looks like a helmet right now, but that's all going to change. I think I'm getting closer. I'm going to do all kinds of little individual strands. And I'm going to hook these all together with a lot of individual strands. God, your guess is as good as mine. What's going on here? Maybe this one goes this way, and then the bangs, and just go something like this. I know this one hooked into there. I don't know. Like I said, I got it on, I have it on Kodachrome. So there she is, wearing her helmet. Hello. Okay, I'm doing this little section right here. So I'm starting to bring in some of that black in her hair. So this is my little section. Here's my little section. I'll lose my needle. That's gonna go right there. Oh my God, it's gigantic. So I'm starting to bring in some black beads. Getting some more little grays and bringing in a lot of dark, creamy. I don't know how to get it so close that you can see it. Some of the cream colors. Here we go. that's the piece I just made. Call me. Let me take you off the stand. I know she looks like she's wearing a helmet right now. But all these pieces are going to go together, and then I'm going to do beading in between all of them. I still have to do up here, but I'm going to do that right on this thing, and then I have to do all this dark hair and her shirt. Get the background all. I originally said I was going to cut her out and put her on
because all of her hair
background fabric, but since I couldn't get a whole piece, I decided to just build the fabric around her. Well, I found this fabric, so I think I'm going to go with this for the... I decided not to bead her shirt. One, because I'm running out of time for the art show she's going to be in. And two, I just thought this fabric was kind of cool. Well, I think she's done. This is a very strange angle. And she's still sunken in the frame because she's not stretched, so it's kind of weird. But I'm going to take her to a table, flip her over, and staple her down. Ow, that hurts. Oh, gotta be here. I think it's... I got on the back. You can't see the... Ow! Can't see the boot. Can't see the boots. Howdy. Howdy. You don't know me, but my friends know me as Annie Oakley Sharpshooter. This here's my rifle. This here's my pretend rifle. I keep it to throw people off the track. Hey, there's Blondie. Did you like Blondie? Did you like the video of Blondie? Well, the artist, Nancy Erickson Duttmer, is going to do a portrait nextly of me. Annie Oakley, sharpshooter, star of Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. Woo! Yeah. So, I forgot the rest of it. Hey, stop. She's going to be painting my portrait and sewing all them little baubles and beads to make everything sparkle and shine. Just like me in Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. Woo-wee! So, you got to keep tuning in. Now, if you've seen what you like so far about Blondie, you wait till you've seen what she does with me. Oh, it's gonna be a hoot and holler, and I'm just making shit up. She's gonna be painting the portraits of me, and she's gonna be sewing on all them little beads and baubles to make it sparkle and shimmer, just like me in Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. Woo! So if you like what you've seen and you want to see some more, well, you should subscribe, and you should tell all your friends to subscribe and watch it. And then we're going to have a fancy pants square dance. Yip, 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 yip. Pow, pow. I told you it's pretend. And then we're going to sing. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. So be sure to turn your umbrella upside down, catch all them pennies. Turn that frown upside down too. We're not having any frowning here, is we, Blondie? No sirree, Bob. I don't know what else we have to turn upside down, but it ain't going to be me. I got to turn this thing off.